It's right. You're on it. You're sitting on it. You're fine. That's the sisters. Or twins. Yeah, you're fine. You're still a big scaredy cat. You think you should have more cookies? Are you gonna go run under there and hide? Oh. Alfred. You're fine. Are you booping the phone? No. Come on back. Alfred. Come on, little bud. Making big raisins. What's up, Alfred? Oh my. He's so happy. He's happy. Again, I'm going to try to brush him once he settles down a little. Fritters is in here too. Oh boy, what are you doing? Oh dear. Cedric's trying to escape. Come on, Elfie. No. Come on. Yeah, you don't. Come on. Off the tent. Yeah, you left a present. Many presents. And Cedra's banging away. Where are you going? Here. I know it'll change your mind. Busy exploring. You don't even fit in there. What are you doing, Alfie? You barely fit. You barely fit. Why are you giving me kissies? Kissies for a cookie. Yeah, good boy. Alfie's good boy. Need to brush him a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Hi, big buddy. You can't have any more cookies. Yeah, you want to help yourself like Berta does. She knows how to open the jar, and you're working on it. No. That's enough cookies. You didn't even used to like those. Stop. Oh, poor Alfred. He's shedding like crazy. Yeah, you want to see if there's a way to jump in there? Penny likes to jump on top of the bucket. So does Alberta, but she barely fits. That's the one just for the adult rabbit, and then we have a mix for these guys because they still need a little alfalfa. And he is molting like crazy. Not as bad as it has been, though. Got like a weird ink blot pattern on his butt cheeks. Come on. Nope. Leave the old ladies alone. Come on, big dude. Nope. You don't need to be in there. Come on. Yes, I see you. You think you're gonna get in there and eat some food? Made all these poo-poo marbles. Oh, yep, we don't like brushings. Okay, you're not going to the portal. You can't get behind there. Nope. Nope. Other way. Come on. Come on. There's just a whole bunch of random artifacts in there. When I used to go to my uncle's dairy farm, and you'd find this stuff all the time. Just walk the fields. Where are you going? Yep, back under the couch. You know, the sisters are going to be very upset with you. Come on out. I can hear you under there, you big moose. I don't even know how he compresses himself to get in here. I don't understand it. Come on, Alfred. Come here. I have half. Where'd you go? I think he went to another dimension. Oh, there we are. Come on out here. Yeah, come on out here, Big Bubba. Come on. You don't need to be in there. Scoot. Scoot your boot. Scoot your boot. Oh, poor Alfred. No, no, no. Sir. Nope. 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 Come on. That's a no. Yeah, you think you just got away with something. trying to eye up if he can jump over that. Work out how to get around and get to Berta. What's up, Alfie? That's all she does. There's cookies everywhere. Uh-oh. Berta wants out. CD's right by her. Come on, Alfie. That is the worst lemonade I've ever had. Come on. Come on. Come on, little dude. You gotta go back to your house to eat. There's food in there yet. Oh dear. Right back under. I see feeties. I see a snoot. What are we doing? No, you don't need to go over there. How about we go in your house? Yep. Thank you for the boops. No. God blessed Albert. I'm having a stroke. Hi. I'm gonna try to trick him. Try. Oh, crap. Come on. Come on. Come on out. I have cookie. You need to follow me. Come on. Come on. You got your dinner waiting for you too. Here. Here. Yeah, you know what it is. That's object recognition. Come on. Alfred. Alfred. You're pissing off the girls. Come on. Come on, Goober. Oh, dear. Yeah, it's fine. Come in. Yep, come on in. There's lettuce. There's cookies. Come on. Come on. Come on, house. Alfred. Come on. You gotta come house. You gotta come house. Come on. Oh, Alfred. Come on. Oh, I booped your bunny. Come on. Alfred. I'm being a little shit tonight. Oh, okay. I'll come to you. Come on. Come in your house. Come on, Alfie. Yeah, it's because the sisters are making noises, which is making him upset. Are you gonna go hide in the teepee? That's a good plan. I might join you. They have jobs in there. Come on, we need to brush you. You want to go talk to Penny? No, you'll lay down. She is gonna escape. Now you're all overheated. Oh. Turn off the ceiling bird. Alright, buddy. Let's see what we can do. Your poor coat. Good boy. Berta is very upset. You can hear her thumping around in the back. Yes, I see you, little buddy. Okay, come on. Almost. It's fritters. It's probably Berta telling you you need to go in your house and eat your dinner. Yeah. You still got greens in there. Bum rushed me when I was trying to give him his plate and he hopped out. And that's where you're comfortable. It probably is comfortable. It looks comfy. I'd probably sleep there if I was little. You're not open mouth breathing though, but you are breathing kind of hard. Okay, let me look. Yeah, you're overheated. What's up, Alfie? You're getting too big. You're getting too big. Yeah. Thank you for the kissy. You got the most ridiculous eyelashes. Berta's almost got you beat. Come on, let's go eat our lettuce. I'm gonna have to resort to getting a banana to lure him in there. Yeah, do you know what bananas are? You know what the word no means. I really wonder how many words they do know. Why are you hiding? We're not supposed to be hiding. Mr. Snoots. Mr. Snoots. What are you doing up there? Plotting my demise? You look tired, fritters. What are you doing, Alfred? You're not going back under there. Can you go house? You got food in there. Good boy. Alright. Here. You got a plate of lettuce. Yeah, that's your baby. That's your baby. Oh my. Where are you going hiding? Oh, his house needs to be cleaned tomorrow. Not just a spot clean. Here. You don't want food? Oh no, I lost it. There we go. Oh dear. Must have been an interesting message if it was redacted. How? How? Liven things up in a bit. You let Alberta out. It's probably boring. He's literally just laying here and I'm brushing him and he's munching away on lettuce and cilantro. I just try to get out as much as I can twice a day. See if I can get him to turn around here in a minute so I can get more of this out. Alfred. Oh dear, I'm being attacked by your floof. Poof. Touched my face. Big mistake. What are you doing? Oh, okay. Alright. We can be done. Must have hurt. Sorry. Sorry, little buddy. You're okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to take a shower after this. I'm covered in fur. Covered. okay. You're okay. It's Alberta. Not everything is out to get you. Whew. Okay, let's not put that by you. Is this the other side now? Yeah, it is. He was facing that way, now he's facing this way, right? Sure. He's not pissed off that much, and it must not hurt because he's laying down and eating, which is two of his favorite things to do. Not getting that much out, surprisingly. It's a good amount, but furs is coming back. Oh, I got some of his fur in my eye, and it's killing me. Literally. Oh. Not as much out as yesterday. Not really. Whew. He just sprawled out all the way, so he doesn't care. Look at those feeties. Oh, or not. That's still one honking hoof. His feet look better than they did when he came to us first. No mats. You drop that. Alright, Alfie. We need to start doing this outside. The weather is finally good enough. Just changed the top layer yesterday. I was just brushing them in here, so I guess. Alright. Pulling Alberta out. He's not gonna do anymore, and I don't want to push him anymore because he's already a little overheated. Alright. Oh dear. Yeah, the girls are coming out. prefer it zigzagged, like imagine a line. Oh. Oh, there you go. You and Berta do not get along. Here she comes. Oh boy. Thank you, Berta. Come on out of there. You holding that all day? Yeah, you ruined the teepee. Not the first time it's been potted on. Berta. Yeah, you potted all over it. It's yours now, I guess. Stinky Berta. No. Berta? Okay. Okay, that's enough. Both of you two. Come on. Out. Nope. Nope. You can't hurt the little goats. She peed all over the place. She's digging. She's digging. Ow! Marble madness. Stop that. Huh. Come on. No. Come on, Berta. She followed me to the kitchen. I'm gonna grab you, Scampers. Come on. Nope, that's enough. Come on. Nope. You're making stinky potty. He's so tired now. He just ate his dinner and got his brushing. He's sitting on some lettuce. Where are we going, Berta? Hi, Fox. OTG. Oh dear. How many rabbits do I have there? Out here right now, there are 4 total. 7 altogether. It's Alfred. That's Alberta. Stormy and Marshmallow are over there. Cedric's behind. Penny's on the other side. And then Ruby is in with my daughter in her room, which we're not gonna go. We've got a 3-year-old silver black NZ bun. Yeah, they're house rabbits. But they're rescued, but I'm not. These guys aren't leaving. The sisters aren't leaving. The 3 sisters. These were the original ones that we rescued from a petting zoo. They had an accidental litter. Wow. She's quick. Yeah, they do get to go outside occasionally. We take them out onto the patio. We take one of these enclosures out. Yeah, we started fostering those 2. So the 2 lion-head dwarfs. And then they, after the surgery, or actually even during their recovery, we had them. But they got mites from the vet. And we had to treat all these guys. They didn't have them because they're not really in close enough proximity to one another where we let them out together, because these ones aren't spayed yet. Because they were spayed. That's why they were recovering. They're older girls. These girls in here are about 5 years old. And Stormy, or actually Marshmallow, is partially blind. Yeah, Berta, you're showing off your house. That's Cedra. This is Penny. She's got more of the Rex DNA. Alberta's the queen. Or at least she thinks she is. Nope. GI stasis. Oh dear. And an infection. These guys didn't get literally any of that. The only thing they had to be treated for was the mites, which just might have been improper cleaning on whoever was taking care of whatever space beforehand. But that happens. Especially the doctors that we go to, they're, why are we upset? Oh, spay by my is an amazing one. Especially, yeah. Berta's probably, well, Berta and Alfie and Cedra are my favorites. I still go and talk to Ruby, but Ruby has EC and she lives alone. She doesn't like other buns. She's in New Zealand. These are Flemish and like Silky Rex mix. He's pure Flemish. Yeah, you know we're talking about you. You nibbling on my pants for pets? Yeah. Yeah, I know you too well, old girl. You're getting to be old now. Yeah, I like the black ones. I have a soft spot for the ones like this. Just a lot of people don't like the black ones because they don't photograph well and stupid stuff like that. But I found they've had some of the best personalities of a lot of the rabbits I've owned. Yeah. They can be. Berta's only about a year. She'll be a year either this, I think July. They were born last year. I saw her and little Cedra. Those two were bonded. And they were like snuggling in the cage. And then Berta came running up to little Cedie and gave her a kissy. Made her feel calm. Cedra by herself doesn't do so well. She needs to be around Berta. Yeah, and I've never understood that. I mean, it should be based on the rabbit's personality, disposition, but even then, some of the tougher cases like Ruby, we took her in because it was so sad nobody wanted her because she had EC. She still has it and is a carrier, but there's ways to treat it where it's not life-threatening. And she's an albino or a rev or whatever vernacular you want to use. She's a good girl for the most part. She can be a little spicy at times, but her little sister's just as much as a firecracker as her. All the girls are. Alfie, once he calms down, does his little hoppity hop dance, runs around a little. He's just a big dope that wants pets. We first took him to the, he tried to crawl into my lap. At the end of it, he was done. He was looking for his person to take him back somewhere safe. That was in a day of getting him. I took him to see the veterinary we use, and she's very, very, very good with small animals. I gotta take Berta in Monday to have him look at something that's kind of been bothering me with her. I just don't want them to be sick or in pain, or I'd rather they be happy and healthy. I am too, but I worry about her. And she's a really good bun. She's got a ridiculous personality. She's always talking back. She's honking or grunting. She's just a good bun. Except for the fighting sometimes with her little sisters. But siblings fight. I remember seeing a thing for like 5 siblings and nobody wanted to adopt them. They've been at the one humane society that I know for 5 years now, which is sad, in foster care, but I get it. It's kind of sad that there's so many out there that are unwanted. People still choose to buy them. Oh yeah, I've had that. The one rabbit that we had when we used to have them outside was probably like 10 or 11, and we got a giant Flemish, a silver, like him, but it was a female, and she was huge. Huge. Like an Alfie and a half. Her name was Bright Eyes, and you didn't mess with her. She'd give you some pretty mean nips, and she had claws to match. I remember the one time we tried to put her on a leash, she wanted nothing to do with it. She slipped right out of the lead harness and the whole shit just ran. Yeah, they're hormones right now. They're teenagers technically, and they're just crazy. It should calm down. I know Cedric and Berta, they still get along pretty well together, but they're pretty much neighbors. I'm probably going to put her back in her house because she's a little overheated. Yeah, Berta. It's okay. And she's got a big cooling stone in there. So does Alfie, but he never uses it. Berta loves hers. He just never really figured it out. But we have cooling bed pillows under there. I just don't like leads or halters. It's just, if you train them young enough, yeah, but it's so much of a potential hazard for them to hang themselves or break their neck or arms, collarbone. Yeah, Sperta. I don't know. A couple bad experiences I've had, and that was enough. Yeah, that's the other problem, is finding a harness that fits them properly. But all Bright Eyes did is she just walked like right out of it. She just backed out of it, just whoop, one swift move, and she was running. We chased that rabbit for a good 4 hours. And somebody left the gate open, so she got into the parkway. into the honeysuckles and undergrowth. Just having a good old time. Yeah, we didn't do that, and that was so long ago. I'm talking about like probably the early to late 90s, like 94, 97, somewhere in that range when we had them. A lot of people didn't know all the information that's out there now. I wouldn't put them outside like I have in the past. That's too cruel. They're not built for outside. Yeah, my opinion's changed on many things. Many things. No, ma'am, you need to be down. You want cookie? Oh, my knees. Yes, I got a cookie for you. Yeah, you know what the cookie jar is. You also know how to open it somehow. She's pretty smart. Here. Here. You just took a bite out of one? No, you took a whole one. Oh, you can have 2 cookies. You only technically got one today. Yeah, outside is good for them for exercise and that, but they definitely have their favorite spots, and I like interacting with them. Oh, thank you. They're indoor friends. It's just it gets really hot here, and it gets extremely cold during the winters, sometimes minus 20, and just, oh dear. Thank you, Berta. This is the rabbit peeing channel, I guess. I gotta round her up. I'm gonna let Cedric out. And then probably Penny. Come on, girl. Come on. That's enough. Yes, I see you. We're upset. She wants to get over by Alfie. Forgive the camera work. I'm gonna try to scoop her. I might not be able to, depending if she settles down or not. She's a good bun. It's just when she's out, she's very ADD. Come here, girl. Forgive the camera work. You promising him? There. Okay. Oh, you are big. Jesus. Here is Berta's sister. This is the one she's bonded with. The funny thing is they're all different sizes and they're from the same litter. So Rabbit genetics is just, it's odd. It's also very interesting. It's never the same. So random. And she's a little snuggler. She's a good bun. Hi. She doesn't mind pets, but she doesn't like to be touched when she eats. Other two don't really care. Oh, the poops. Cedric, why don't you come over and say hi? Yeah, Berta and Alfie went everywhere. That's also why I use these blankets. Oh. Cedra, you've already gone in there and started shit. You don't need to start anything. Come on. Come on, girl. Oh, he won't. I'll just let you pet his body. Huh. It's so odd, and she hates to be picked up. Berta doesn't really care once she's tired. Penny doesn't really care once she's tired, or just whenever. But she's not about it. And she does not like to be touched when she eats. I was wondering why I kept smelling bug spray and I'm wearing the same hat I went on a walk with it today. That would be why. Yeah, we have one too. It's just easier to do this when I'm streaming, because then at the end of the stream I just roll all the stuff up and shake it outside, throw it in the wash, you're good to go. Come on, you. Come on. That's enough. they they do. That they do. I remember probably the first week that we had them, and I was sitting and I had her in my lap, Penny, and she just all over my lap. Okay, CD, that's close enough. You don't need to be so close. You want kissies. No, that's close enough. That's too close. And they're not spayed yet, so they're all sorts of nuts. Come on, you little hamster. She's so fast. And she's not even going full bore. Are you trying to get to your sister? Oh, you made a digging mess. Of course. You two be nice. Penny. Alright. The landlord said no cats in the apartment. It was way too tiny for a dog. The rabbits. How many do you have? I was only supposed to originally get these two. somehow ended up with 7. I felt bad around Christmas because I saw the 2 pictures of those rabbits. And then I heard poor story of Ruby, and I couldn't leave her there. Oh, where did we go? You can't get in your house that way. Okay, you two. That was a little too aggressive. Come on, Cedric. Nope. Okay, you two. Oh, 2 dwarf. Oh dear. Hey, what's going on? I don't know. You had a litter of babies too on top of that. I wasn't even supposed to get him, but I saw his picture and somebody was trying to rehome him and nobody wanted him because he was fixed, which is sad because he's still a really great, he's a good one too. He's never been mean or malicious, except when Penny got too close to his cage, he gave her a little nip on the nose. Yeah, I'm thinking Penny is special needs, and you have one too. She's a little slow. But she can be really sweet. What is going on? She must have went under her house. No. She does that sometimes. One morning she was sitting up here, which eventually I'm going to get rid of this stupid hutch. Oh dear, where'd Cedric go? Oh dear, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh dear. What was that? For 10 years? It's a long life for a red bund. They used to have the outside ones, they'd make it maybe 8, 9 years. I know Toka Bunny made it to, I think that was 11 or 12. He was a dwarf. That's terrible. Yeah, voids are the best. Voids are the best. Yeah, that's what I look at it now. That, I don't know, some other person would probably say that I'm mistreating them or not giving them absolutely everything that they need, but they come out 2 to 3 times a day. They get 2 meals a day, fresh greens, all the pellets they want, all the hay they want. treats, cookies, vet visits. Okay, nope. Nope. You are not going by your sister. Ruby was kind of in the same thing. She was shot with like a pellet gun or something. She's got BBs and a broadhead in her back. They never removed it. She got dumped with like 21 or 28 other rabbits in a park somewhere. Some of the other rabbits were missing ears. Some of them were shot, like I said, with a pellet gun, which, if you're going to kill something and you're killing it for food, don't play with it. You do the thing and you do it quick, you do it clean. And then you should at least honor that animal by trying to use as much of it as humanly possible. I see so much waste even with deer hunting. Kind of pisses me off. No, it does. But I let it. I've even been with people when I used to do like agricultural tagging for like nuisance animals. I've done coyotes, feral hogs, stuff like that. Line up your shot, make sure it's quick, clean, and you should be using almost every part of that animal. Yeah, I try to stretch everything as far as I can. Okay, Cedra. You want cookie? Oh. Cedra, come on. Little one, that is more than enough over there with the old ladies. Come on. Alright, you can go in your house. No, you know house. You're not going behind the old lady's house. Yeah, you gotta talk to them like they're little. They're toddlers. It's like having a dog, but many dogs all over again. They're just as intelligent. I don't know how people can eat them. I think they're just the same as pretty much dogs as far as intelligence. Alfie's trainable, Berta's trainable, Cedra's trainable. It's finding the proper cues and doing the same thing every time and not deviating. Yeah, that's probably not a terrible idea. Adopt an animal. You're not getting another cookie, big dude. I built him that pine box. I had to get like Radiana pine or Radiana. I think I almost paid like $26 a board for that. All the wood around here is garbage. Couldn't even find any straight planks. Nothing was square. Oh dear. Little CD. You waiting for kissies? I'm gonna try to put her away because she's a little overheated. I can tell by the way she's breathing. At least get her back to her cooling. Oh boy. Okay, Cedra. Can you go house? Nope. Oh, you little shit. No. Come on. Nope. She said, nope. I'm just gonna end up scooping you. I didn't want to give them plastic just because they chew. And I put two sides on his so he can get in and out without having to turn around or try to maneuver in there. He can just go in the way he wants, and if it's not, it goes back the way he came. At least he gets a little more airflow under there. Alberta's isn't like that. Frickin' pine is expensive right now. Come on, bud. Nope, nope, nope. House. House. Cedra. No. Okay. Come on. House. Nope. You gotta go house. Please. House. 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 Good girl. It takes a lot of coaxing with her, but I don't like stressing her out, picking her up. Okay. And push it open. Because Berta will chew on anything. Even stuff we're not supposed to. Hmm? Yeah, now you're all recovered after your marble slab. Penny, you're being obnoxious. Stop. Oh yeah, they don't care. This is their happy hour right now. Especially Penny, she's the instigator. I think she's a little slightly off. And she's the smallest out of the group. She's even smaller than Cedra. Okay, you little miss. Okay, you're... Nope. Nope. You think you got a hole? Are you making a hole to abuse those old ladies? Where'd Alfie go? See, I think Alfie likes Penny, Birdie, and Cedra. It's just not in his area. Not in his area. Okay, Penny, come on. Look at that small tail. Okay, you're not going over by Berta. Oh, Penny. You little bug. You want a cookie? Holy crap, she took it first try. She didn't chin it to death. Oh. No, Penny. No. Oh dear. Yeah, they got large tails. Hers looks like a little deer tail. Yep, you're scaring the old ladies. Stop. They think a burglar's out to get them. Her tail is ridiculous. But she is a long, lanky girl. Oh, are you gonna take another cookie? Here, let me help. You got one in your mouth. Alfred's probably got the biggest one out of the group, though. His tail is ridiculous. Oh my. My daughter painted a statue of her. I think that was right before Easter. Got that for an Easter gift. I'm pretty sure I just kneeled in Berta's pee. That's okay. Yeah, they're up there. I like that teenager's back. Oh, that's Marshmallow. Stormy's behind her. Okay, Penny, that's enough, you demon. Why don't you eat the rest of your cookie, little one? Oh. Here. Hey. Hey. Oh, yeah, that's her thing. She thinks she's the queen in Alberta. Disagrees with that very much, and so does Cedra. Cedra and her used to be in that larger hutch together, but then they started humping. And I was like, yeah, nope, we're separating you two until we can verify gender, because with rabbits it's not so cut and dry. What pissed you off? She's always busy. And she will find a way to escape out of something where the other ones fail. A lot of the time it's just dumb luck. Hi, Penny. Dumb luck and persistence. Her tail's funny. Butt tufts. What happened? Oh no. Let's get down. That's high enough for baby Penny. We thought the odds were that one of them would be a male out of the three. Well, we were wrong. The litter we got them from, I think it was like 15 or 12 rabbits. It was a lot. It was one single litter. Kind of wanted to take that poor little gray one too. Look back. Should just taken the other gray one that I wanted too. She's trying to figure a way over by Alfie. Where are we going, little miss? You're not going by Berta. Thank you for the boops. You're not going by your sister. You and your sister get nippy. Alright, I think we gotta put you in your house. You're getting too ridiculous. Oh. Okay. You're freaking out a little. That's fine. Oh. Hi, Penny. You don't need to be bothering those old ladies all the time. Oh, she is. She had absolutely no fear. She was the only one out of the entire litter that came up and investigated both of us when we were sitting in the enclosure. She's got no filter. She's just go, 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 go 24/7. You guys hate the carriers. Why are you always marking the carriers? Just got a fresh bale. You go house? Come on. You're gonna make me work? Of course you are. Yeah, you got away. Alright, Penny. You need to let the little ones out for a bit. Oh, why are you so impossibly slippery tonight? You're faster than Cedric. You're faster than Cedric. I see you, girl. Nope. Okay, stop. harder than I thought it was going to be. Usually she's pretty easy to scoop. Alright, let the little old ladies out for a bit. They don't do much. See if they come out tonight. You just sit on the couch and watch. It's usually the best way to get them out. So they weren't really handled that much. The lady that had these had probably like 30 or 40 rabbits. She had a bunch of lion heads. You got two sisters, but I think they ended up giving, or she ended up surrendering quite a few. It was mostly lion heads like this, so I don't know if she was breeding them or what. But she's slightly blind. Here comes her sister. At least that's what the doctors and the nurse said after the surgery. Her eyes didn't dilate, like, at all. I'm pretty sure she can see shapes and colors. Yeah, I don't know. She had a bunch. I guess the sister, the other one, she was a darker black-gray, but darker than Stormy. They just got brushed tonight. But they need a trim. They're looking a little too emo. Now they're coming out. They're usually not this active. But they just had everybody assaulting their house. Stormy is way more easy to startle, and she's upset. She probably just smelled Berta's potty or CD's potty. Marshmallow's cute though. I wish Stormy was a little bit more outgoing. Yeah, they are. We saw these two guys were up on, I think it was one of the Purina, like, find a pet kind of app thing. And we ended up leaving with Ruby too. We came back for her like 3 or 4 days later. That was like right a couple days before Christmas. And pretty much cleaned the shelter out because all they had were these three. And we gave them Christmas gifts with the other sisters and everybody else. Ruby got treat puzzles and a whole bunch of other toys. You want a cookie, don't you? Their ears are so funny looking though. They're so peaked and pointed. And they got these tiny little snoots. Stormy's gonna pout and eat the rest of the food. She just went up there. Yeah, you're too fat. You look like a Chewbacca staring at me from a hot air vent. Yeah, the ears are so different. It's not like any other rabbit breed out there. It's very distinct. Rexes kind of have their own ear thing, French lops. But the lionhead ears are very, very distinct. Oh, and for some reason there's a moth in my fireplace. Yeah, they are almost like cat ears. Let's see if the other fat one will come out for a cookie. Oh. Oh. Oh, Stormy knows she has a cookie. She heard it. Yep. She's just gonna steal it. They'll probably end up sharing it. They eat together, they sleep together, they groom each other, but they also kind of peck at each other every once in a while. Nothing crazy where they're ripping out fur or anything, it's just probably the equivalent of two sisters slap fighting or something. I don't know. They're goofy. I'm gonna go sit on the couch and see if she'll run around and act like a little goober. She usually doesn't come up to me this close. But she did just get brushed today, so she's probably extra angry. Oh, there goes Wilfred Brimley. Yeah, a little argument. They kind of like nudge each other. They'll do slight nips, but they don't pull out hair or anything. But they've probably been together since they were litter mates. We'll go over here and see if they do what they do. I just don't want them getting too close to Alfred, because he might take it as a encroachment on his territory. She's just tired and laying down. Sometimes she runs around and she gets the zoomies a little bit, but she doesn't do too much. Every morning I open back up their little hutch and let them out. Then they have the zoomies. She likes to do circles. She'll come down, run a circle, shoot back up to the top, and then run back down the stairs. And maybe if I sit here, that might be better. Yeah, see, she just did it. She kind of like nips or nudges her. Like I said, they're not too super active. The funny thing is, she likes to explore and she's mostly blind. Then when we did give her kind of that courtyard space, she was not having it. She's being real aggressive towards her sister. I'm pretty sure she was in a cage much smaller than that. It's probably one of those Petco specials or something like that. Who knows? Which they're fine when you first get a rabbit and you need something, you need it right away, I get it. But usually we have a quarantine cage. It's like a 5x4. We still have it. Excuse me. And then there's all the weird crap on my mantle. And rabbits. Oh. And for some reason, a piece of petrified wood that's got like a cat in it. Agate. Daughter made that for me. It's supposed to be me, which I don't understand why I look like a West Sentinelese Island person. They're fighting over the last of the lettuce. And they're giving each other kisses. But Mama wants none of it. You finally eating again? Oh. Probably is me. One of the rabbits is gonna eat it. She usually doesn't come out far. I'm surprised. Oh. I think she feels the vibrations. That's really how she gets around. She's got a little bit of a mental map in her head. But she used to be real upset with her sister when she wouldn't come down when she wanted to play. Now Stormy's out. They don't really talk like Alberta. Or even Penny talks a lot. Alfie I've never really heard make noise. Oh, she was sniffing that fur. Oh. She told her sister to get back in the house. I'm doing research. No, she's probably tired. She's gonna go upstairs and eat a couple pellets and lay down. They're inseparable, those two. Even though they fight a little bit. I think that's why they're okay with being in that together. Yep, that's it. She's laying down and getting cleaned by her sister. What are you two little ones doing? I didn't have a chance to dig all the hay out yet. Oh dear, that's Alberta throwing her plate. No, you think it's another cookie. No, you're telling your sister there was no cookie. What are you munching? Oh, that stick I gave him. They don't like chewing on things or toys or anything. We tried to get them stuffed animals. Even just toys like that, they really don't play with them at all. Even when we gave them like a dig box, just had an older box that we cut and then threw hay toppings and treats, that kind of thing in there. We didn't do much with it. They were very uninterested. What are you doing with that little snoot? Stormy girl. She's trying to decide if she's gonna lay down. Well, I got a bunch of cleaning to do. Not much. I just gotta take those, shake them out in the garden and throw them down the wash. Oh. It never ends. It's so much fun having this many. It's too much work. There's so much more work than dogs or cats. Yep, that's exactly what the sisters did with it. They used it for a litter box. And then Berta tried to eat half of it. So that's the problem with Berta, that anything that is relatively close to her, she's gonna try to eat. Because that's just how Berta is. Berta ate like a 6 or 7 inch chunk of the Christmas tree. I mean, and it was in like 0.8 seconds. As soon as I processed what was going down, it was already down her mouth and all chewed up. She just... No, I don't have 40. Hell no. No, 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 no. 7. 7, 7, 7. Just the 7. Not 40. That was... Oh, who was that? Oh, that was that other channel. No, I can't remember the name of it. I remember that. Yeah. That was like a friend of Microbun or somebody. That was a second channel. I think that was the Rabbit Garden or something like that. Which I don't ever know what happened. That whole thing went dark. But they said they had like 41 or 48, which is... I don't know how you do that. Well, you really wouldn't be providing that or this level of care. That'd pretty much be like a barn. I think that was Gary was saying that he had like 40, but he's got to have more than that. But he's got the space, he's got a barn, he's got all that stuff. I wouldn't even know where to begin to put 40 rabbits. I've seen places like that, like where we used to buy rabbits from the breeder. She had like a whole secondary pole barn of rabbits. I mean, there were cages just stacked on top of cages. They were all partitioned and everything, but she knew what she was doing. She had all different breeds. They were actually pedigreed, and I think the Netherland dwarf that I bought, or we bought from there, I think that was like 25 or 50 bucks or something like that. But this is like early 90s, which would have been extremely expensive for a rabbit back then. 25 or 50 bucks, that's a lot of money. Now the price of these guys, even the adoption fee is around 80 or 90. I know we sponsored a couple rabbits, and I think it cost us a grand total of like 60 bucks per rabbit or something like that, because they give it to you at a different rate. So we sponsored 2 at the shelter because we were out of room and we wanted to do something nice. We had a little bit of extra money, and I know one of them got adopted. Its name was Inky. It was a girl bunny that kind of looked like Penny. Something like that. There was another one that was like Mr. Hop something. He was a gray bun that somebody abandoned outside. Which I don't know how you could do that. Yeah, you're ready for bed, little dude. That's where you sleep. You like to keep an eye on everything. Oh, that's Alfie, just being a big old loaf. That's pretty much all it really does besides zooming around the cage and out here. He just got comfortable enough where he's jumping on the couch okay. When we first got him, he had really bad mats on the bottom of his feet. It was hard for him to jump, probably hurt. No, they're a lot better. I've been brushing him twice daily. Not his feet, but to pick out a whole bunch of mats, and I couldn't have felt great, and he sat for it like a champ. He was a little pissed off at first, but I think he realized I was trying to help him, which is good about him, that he doesn't have a temper. Oh yeah, he's a big boy. He's just a big old solid bar. What kind of a bun do you have, if you don't mind me asking? I have a mini menagerie, but it's not just me here helping with them. It's my daughter, my fiance. It's got such long breadsticks. Rabbit feet in the front look like breadsticks. You're tired, little dude. I was trying to feel his ears to see if it was hot. I don't want to open the door because it'll rile him up. Yeah, I'm going to turn back on the ceiling fan. I like these bowls though. These are on Amazon, and it's got this little set screw, and then you can't flip them. So we had issues with Alberta flipping hers. It's just me, little buddy. You're okay. Oh dear. A New Zealand? Yeah, we have a New Zealand too. But like I said, I don't know if you were here earlier or not. She's in my daughter's room, and she's had a hard life too. Alfie's probably had the least terrible life out of all of them. I don't know. I still give the person we got him from updates and pictures, and she just didn't have the room. She had a lot of animals already. I do too, but she didn't have the room for him. That's what she kept saying, or at least he got the least amount of attention out of all the animals. Which is kind of sad, because he's a sweet boy. He likes lots of attention. We're constantly visiting him, going in there, letting him out, brushing him, talking to him, feeding him. Same thing with all these little guys. Ruby's a solo girl. One day I'll show her on here. She's pretty good-tempered. She's finally come around enough where she'll let me pet her, and she'll actually relax. First got her, she was really nervous. I remember we were sitting there on the floor with her, and she started booping me, and I was like, we can't leave her behind. She had been at that place for like a year. I mean, they even had one of the techs come in and talk to us about having rabbits with EC, and we already had one. We had a dwarf that had it, and we caught it early enough and medicated him, and when he had a flare-up, went and got the proper medication, and we would dose him here. It's a little less expensive. A lot of the time, it just have the doctor write a prescription, and you can get that stuff on Chewy rather cheap. As long as they come in and they see them. A little bit less expensive to administer the care at home. It stresses them out less too. In Alberta, we normally have to slightly drug to take to the vet. Same thing with Cedric, because she's just, it's too much for her. Penny's probably the best one out of the group. She just doesn't care. She's nervous, but she doesn't care. Alfie's pretty good too, but he gets tired and scared and kind of overheats. The same thing with Berta. That's his house. You did just brush him. And he's got balls in there. He's got a Squishmallow. I think I got those balls at Petco. They're supposed to be for dogs, but they like playing with them. And then he's got my shirt in there. And then an Easter bunny. I think we got him like a little bit before Easter. He has another stuffed animal in there from Tractor Supply. It's like a little bunny. He likes to groom it. He carries it around the cage. Soon we'll get you in with Berta. And you'll have a friend. I think Berta and Cedra are probably the two best candidates. Penny is a little bit too high strung for his disposition. Berta's throwing her plate around. I know I put them with Berta, they're gonna get into trouble together. Because Berta will probably talk her or him into things. Yeah, you won't. Just picks it up. Oh, well, I'm gonna start cleaning up. Get off of here. Everybody have a lovely night. Thanks for tuning in and stopping by and sitting and looking at the buns.